Big news today, everyone. It's the kind of update that makes you sit up and take notice, especially if you or someone you love is currently receiving Social Security or SSDI benefits. The government has just passed a landmark bill, and it's delivering not one, not two, but 3 huge direct payments to seniors, retirees, and disabled Americans who rely on Social Security and SSDI. Yes, you heard that correctly. I know you're eager to know the details, so in this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know about this major development and how it could impact your financial future. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's get started. This new bill, called the Social Security and SSDI Direct Payment Act, was passed just days ago after intense discussions in Congress. It's clear that lawmakers are finally starting to understand the economic struggles that so many seniors and people living with disabilities face. As we know, inflation has been hitting hard, and for many Americans on fixed incomes, making ends meet has never been more difficult. That's where this bill comes in. It's designed to deliver immediate financial relief to those who need it most. And let me tell you, this is no small amount of money. This legislation provides not one, but 3 direct payments for eligible Social Security and SSDI recipients. That's right, you could be seeing up to $3,200 in direct payments if you qualify. Sounds too good to be true? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's real, and these payments are coming your way very soon. Now, let's break down these 3 payments. First off, for anyone receiving Social Security benefits, you'll be eligible for a one-time payment of $1,600. If you're currently receiving Social Security, whether it's through retirement benefits, supplemental security income, SSI, or even disability benefits, this check is coming to you. This money is designed to help you cover the rising cost of living, things like groceries, utilities, and, of course, gas. We all know that these costs have skyrocketed in recent months, and many of us are feeling it at the checkout line. So, this $1,600 is going to give you a bit of a cushion, helping you keep up with these higher expenses. For the second payment, the bill includes a $1,400 one-time direct payment for SSDI recipients. This is a major win for individuals on disability benefits, many of whom have to navigate not only the challenges of a fixed income but also medical expenses, mobility issues, and other costs that tend to be higher for people living with disabilities. SSDI recipients often have a harder time making ends meet due to these additional barriers, and this $1,400 payment is intended to help bridge that gap. If you are on SSDI, you've likely been wondering when relief would come your way, and now, it's finally here. But that's not all. The third payment is the biggest one of all. This $3,200 payment is for seniors and individuals on SSDI who are living below the federal poverty line. That means if your income falls below a certain threshold, you'll qualify for this larger payment. This payment is aimed at helping the most vulnerable among us, those who are really struggling to survive day to day. With housing, healthcare, and food costs climbing higher than ever, this extra $3,200 will make a world of difference. And yes, if you meet the criteria for this payment, it will be sent directly to you. No need to apply, just wait for the payment to land in your bank account or mailbox. Here's the thing though, this isn't some form of relief that you have to apply for. If you're already receiving Social Security, SSI, or SSDI, you are automatically eligible for these payments. It doesn't matter if you live in a large city or a small rural town, if you meet the eligibility criteria, you'll get these payments. No long forms to fill out, no complicated application processes. The government has made it as easy as possible to make sure this money reaches the people who need it the most. Let's talk about eligibility. If you're wondering whether you qualify, here's the basic rundown. To get the $1,600 payment, all you need to be is someone who is receiving Social Security benefits. Whether you're a retiree or someone who's receiving SSDI, this payment is yours. For the $1,400 payment, that's specifically for SSDI recipients. But the $3,200 payment? That's for low-income seniors and SSDI recipients who are living below the poverty line. The federal poverty line is set by the government, and is adjusted for things like household size and geographic location. But if your income falls below that threshold, you're eligible for the larger payment. Now, I know many of you are probably asking, when am I going to get this money? Well, the good news is that these payments are expected to be sent out quickly. The bill mandates that the government begin processing and distributing payments within 30 days of its passage, which means you could see money hitting your bank account or arriving by mail as early as next month. So if you're one of the lucky ones who's eligible for these payments, keep an eye out for your direct deposit or a paper check. You'll want to make sure your bank details are updated with the Social Security Administration or the IRS, just in case there are any issues. Let me also mention that while direct deposit is the fastest way to get this payment, if you don't have direct deposit set up, don't worry. You will still receive your payment by paper check. This is a huge benefit for those who aren't as comfortable with online banking or those who just prefer receiving checks. The important thing is that the government is making sure everyone who qualifies will get their payment, whether through direct deposit or mail. Another thing you might want to do is double-check that your information is up to date with the Social Security Administration, just to avoid any delays. If you've recently changed your address, bank account information, or any other important details, now is the time to make sure everything is in order. A quick visit to the SSA website or a phone call can ensure that your payment reaches you as soon as possible. And while you're there, check if you've already signed up for direct deposit. Trust me, it'll make life a whole lot easier. Now, let's talk about why this bill is such a big deal. It's not just the amount of money, it's the recognition of the struggles faced by seniors and people with disabilities in this country. Social Security and SSDI were never meant to be the sole source of income, but for millions of Americans, it is. We've all seen how the cost of living continues to rise, and these payments are designed to help those who are most vulnerable cope with that reality. Whether it's healthcare, prescription drugs, housing, or even just trying to put food on the table, these payments are a much-needed lifeline. The best part? This bill is part of a broader effort to raise awareness about the financial needs of seniors and SSDI recipients. The conversations about reforming Social Security are ongoing, and while this bill isn't the final answer to all the challenges that people on fixed incomes face, it's a sign that the government is listening and responding. Could we see more relief in the future? Perhaps. The truth is, inflation isn't going away anytime soon, and it's likely that more bills like this will be introduced to address the ongoing needs of vulnerable populations. So, there you have it, 3 payments totaling up to $3,200, a quick and easy process to get it, and an important step forward in the fight to help our seniors and disabled citizens. If you qualify, be sure to watch for your payment in the coming weeks. And as always, stay informed, stay updated, and make sure your voice is heard. The more we advocate for the people who need it most, the better the future will be for everyone. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and make sure to subscribe for more updates on bills, payments, and other important news. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.